Good morning, everyone. How you doing over there, Andrew?
Not good, man. This is so much earlier than we normally record because our lives are falling apart.
You know what? It's better than the 6:30 a.m. I accidentally queued us for.
Yeah, I did say let's start at 9:30 and you sent me an invite for 6:30 and I was like, "Hey
Yeah.
man, no."
I'm still on East Coast time, so like some things I haven't changed. So like my calendar's still on East Coast time, and then the rest of my life is on Pacific, and it's not great.
Yeah, no. Well, that checks out for you, honestly.
Yeah.
And speaking of lives being out of schedule, we have a lot of updates to give.
Yeah.
But first of all, welcome back to the podcast with no name. We'll talk about that in a moment. This is our season ender, our finale,
Kind of like a pauser.
our season pauser,
Yeah.
our mid-act break, intermission.
We're going into the wild for summer break.
Except it's not a break. Like it's a break from podcasting, and the reason we're taking a break from podcasting is because Michael and I are too little butter spread across too much bread for the next few months.
What an analogy.
I write every once in a while. I don't know if you're aware.
Do you need breakfast, man?
Dude, it's the coffee has not worked yet. This is what I'm like. Every time you're like, you're like 9 a.m. Saturday morning. I'm like, no. This is what you'll get every podcast episode. Nobody wants that.
Like my sleep debt is too high. My aura is telling me everything is wrong. My Fitbit is like, please stop.
Please don't say sleep debt. I have a book called Sleep Debt. That confused me for a second.
It's kind of the same thing, ain't it?
Kind of, yeah. I did go into a sleep debt to write it, so it checks out.
You sold your soul to the
I
pages.
Did. Yeah, I really honestly did. Anyway, Michael and I are both going on book tour, sometimes together, sometimes apart. We're both publishing like several books. You just went live in bookstores, so you're now a real author like me.
Calm down, make a wish. But okay, so let's say at the time that we're recording this,
9:48 a.m.
Didn't need to be that exact, but you just have your book 2 coming out on the 19th.
19th, 5 days. Yep. Cold Wind.
So 19th of May, we've got Cold Wind coming out, and that's going to be ebook, audiobook, and you have hardcover in bookstores?
Just paperback.
Paperback.
It's a sore subject. Don't get me started.
Hot take, I kind of like paperbacks quite a bit.
For reading, not for collecting.
Yeah, like having the shinies is super nice. Yeah.
What happened was I was one of the first 4 that went into stores for Athon. And at the time they were like, we don't know if we're going to be able to do hardback. Like, we don't know how to like swing it all. This is an experiment. We're starting with paperback. And then the 4 of us crushed it. And they were like, yeah, we can do hardbacks. And everybody else got hardbacks.
And you're there just at the door, just like,
yeah, like, hey guys.
I'm just imagining like Garfield, like, at looking into the pizzeria, just like huge eyes, just being, it'd be so nice to just be inside.
It's like the David Tennant in the Rain gif, just like, please. So we're hoping to do something maybe cool around him, but it's not official. So for now, at least, we will be leading with paperbacks.
Oh, it was actually really cool. So 2 Week Curse just released into bookstores in hardcover because it's just
you had to just like mention that. It's fine.
Salt them fields behind me.
It's cool. It's cool.
But it was really cool because I was there's one bastard on the shelf. But like looking at the bookstore, I was like, I looked to the left, and I'm like, there's Ryan Cahill. And I looked down, and I'm like, there's J.M. Clark. And then on the other shelf, 2 shelves down to the right, was your book. And I was like,
yes.
And it was kind of interesting because it was like in the center of all this. And I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
That other buddies are like in the same bookstore on the same bookshelf, and they're just good freaking people writing damn good stories. It was just so cool. Kind of surreal moment. Also,
it
like
was.
When you like hold it for the first time and see it in a store.
In a store is like, I just did an event, my first signing event that was like me as the main person at a Barnes and Noble, and a bunch of my friends came, and like before it started, I went up to like see if I could find myself on the shelves, and I had the same thing where I was like, oh hey, and my friend who's like not in the book world was like, all these people, and I was like, yeah, that is weird, isn't it? Like,
and then there's so many stories like they're like, oh yeah, that guy's an absolute delinquent. That
Yeah.
guy over there has a problem with his storyline that's going on right now, and this
Yeah.
guy over here is in Greece.
Yep.
Like, you know, it's
Exactly.
great.
It was very fun, but I had the same realization as you, where I was like, "This is kind of weird." We're all just, yeah,
It's kind of like that. Well, that's kind of why we made this podcast, to like kind of show like, hey, we do know one another, and here's like the fun that happens behind the scenes, because it
yep,
can be like, you know, you just see like, oh, they've done a book, and it's like, yeah, they're the person, the author, but they're also the actual person who is an author. And
authors are people too. That's actually the takeaway.
we've said that like so much throughout this all. Dear God.
Here you go. That's the title.
Yeah. But so podcasts will be coming back in the fall. We've got our last episode, I think June 15th. And then we're going to be on tour. So you're doing a whole bunch of stuff. You've got
You're
LA,
doing more.
I am dead on the inside.
Yeah. No, well, you disgust me.
Thank you.
I am gonna be. Let's see. When is this coming out?
I don't know. Soon.
Okay. May 31st, I will be at Mysterious Galaxy in San Diego. June. Oh no, I'm gonna get it wrong. See, I exist outside of time and space. June 14th, I will be at the Half Price Books in Dallas. I believe June 21st, that weekend at least, I will be in Austin at a Barnes and Nobles. Then July, you and I are doing something on Friday the 10th at in Denver during LitRPG Con.
That's with Haylock, right?
Yeah, it's you, me, and Haylock. We're doing a triple signing, which should be pretty fun, and that'll be during LitRPG Con, which we'll both be at. Then August. August, you and I are also doing a signing together on the 26th in Brentwood in Los Angeles.
And possibly in San Diego.
I'm not doing that one. No one's told me, and I'm not doing it.
Come on. If you do that, then we go and do the signing, and then we get on the plane, drink our way to Dragon Con, and then we're
2 days
for
early?
DragonCon.
We're going to spend 2 extra days at Dragon Con?
It's not the worst thing that's happened. There's more signings in
it's not the
Dragon
best. Then there's LA World Con, which we'll both be at. Yeah, then there's like, I don't know, right before we turned this on, Michael was like, oh, you're signing with me on September 1st in San Diego. And I was like, no, I'm not, but got TBD on that one. And then we go to Dragon Con. Oh. And then, I don't know.
Dragonsteel?
Yeah, Dragonsteel in December. That's all I know of at the moment.
I don't want to go through my list.
Go to michaelchatfield.com and click on the link.
Yeah. Actually, that's probably the best. So we are updating as we go. You can check it out on Facebook and such. We do
do.
Yeah, I know. It's always one. But you can go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. But the best place to get all that information is actually michaelchatfield.com. And you can find on there in everything, there is a book tour information bit. And what it has is all of the different locations we're going to be at, all the times we're going to be there, the tickets. Some places are ticketed. Just an FYI, if the place is ticketed, if you don't have a ticket, you may not be able to get in. And those tickets do sometimes come with like books, extra swag, cool stuff like that. So it behooves you to go and check that out beforehand, because I don't want you to show up and be like, hey, I already have a book. And then they're like, hey, here's another book. And you're like, that's a lot of books.
Yeah.
Like,
also, that's outside of our control, and every venue has a different way that they like to do it. So we can't make sure that it's consistent. So check your local listings.
Yeah, that honestly is the best advice we can give you.
Literally every single one I'm doing has like a different process.
Yeah, like we tried to link them, and then sometimes you'll get it, and it's like, here is, like, if you click on get your tickets and it doesn't say here is a ticket, don't worry, you don't need a ticket. You just need to show up. There's sometimes like, hey, you need RSVP, that kind of stuff to hold your spot. We're figuring it out live.
This is the first. Indies haven't really done this very much, unless your name's Ryan Cahill.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah. who's also a terrible texter.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm slowly having a conversation with Ryan that spans weeks.
Yeah. He also is like, small child, dogs, recently moved, new house.
Oh, fine. We can make excuses, but I don't want to.
No, it is actually, he's just like, that man is everywhere.
Also, I think
But
all authors are bad texters, period.
I don't know, you're pretty good.
Okay. That's bad if I'm pretty good for the genre.
The problem is that you do the thing where you get to the end of like the line and just send it, and then get to the end of the line, send it. And
I do
so
that. I do that.
I will be in a writing sprint, and it's like ding,
ding, ding,
ding,
ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, Andrew's awake now.
Yep. I also don't read your message until I'm ready to respond to it, so I don't lose it. So
I do. Yeah, I do the exact same thing. Because if I look at it and I don't respond to it
I'll
right
never
away,
respond ever again. Yeah,
gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, similarly, before we get too derailed, the blog on andrewgivler.com has all of the links and everything as well. If you want to hunt down the tours, we'll be adding them as we go. I don't think some of them are on there yet, but they're also pretty far out. So TBD. They'll be up by the time this goes up.
Yeah, and also going back to the whole name of this thing.
Oh God,
really percolating on what the name should be. It hasn't quite come to us through our.
It hasn't revealed itself. I don't know who the character is yet.
Yeah, and if any author ever tells you that, they're bullshitting. They just haven't. They're like, I'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, that feels like work. It feels like work, and I don't want to do it.
Brother, what were you doing last week? The editing?
Oh, yeah. See, here's the thing. I'm busy. Also, my editing is miserable because I fully realize that I am a underwriter. So my editing process is always like, oh, there needs to be a chapter here. Oh, yeah. I need to split this chapter and like fully realize it. So I get like, it's like, did you make any progress today? And it's like, well, technically the manuscript got longer and I'm not any further percent-wise through it. So no.
Yeah. You're running and also making the track bigger at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I sent it back to the editor and I was like, hey.
Sorry.
I really liked the edits. I did add 10,000 words.
Oh, only 10? Okay, 10,000 is not bad.
It's not too bad. This one wasn't too bad. The last one, I did it before he saw it, but Nora read it and made a really good point that I couldn't get rid of, and that turned into 20,000 words. And I was like, but I added 10,000 words and it was already 200,000. Michael, all right, he sure. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Don't just point at your books,
dude. We had to break one apart because it was 800,000 words long.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, but people enjoyed it, and
my name is Michael Chatfield, and I've sold millions of them. Yeah,
snarf. But oh crap! No, I actually okay. So I call it. We put a spin on that. It's an excitement writer.
An excitement writer.
You're so excited by the story, buddy, that you just wanted to get in there.
I got there.
Jumped ahead.
Yep.
And then you're like, I missed some bits. Let's just put those back in there. And then you're like, is it Frankenstein? Is it not Frankenstein? And then you kind of send it out and people are like, this is great. And you're like, I don't know how you don't see the bad stitching everywhere.
Just to be clear, Frankenstein was the doctor.
Yeah, it's the monster. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, your analogy is wrong.
I did an entire course just on Frankenstein.
Yeah. And you still thought his name was Frankenstein.
Still get it messed up to this day. And that was like the first thing that she said in this class. You know who else came at me with that? Was Ben Cray. And it was literally, I was like, it was like a Frankenstein thing. And Ben in the comments goes, Frankenstein was the doctor, not the monster. And I was like, you understood it, didn't you? And he was like, touche.
That's the most authorial response possible, is to your editor, like, this is wrong. And you're like, yeah, but you got it. I communicated.
Like, it's like, may I go to the bathroom or could I go to the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
It's like you get the point.
I don't know. Can you?
I'm going to tell you a story about using words. And we were getting trained by a sergeant who was an English teacher who
Oh
also
no.
had a little bit of Tourette's,
Oh no.
um, a little bit of spice in his life, shall we say. The word he hated was Yes. So, in the military, they're asking you rapid fire questions. And if you say, he was on your ass, he was like, like, fill my soul, I've got you. Um, just did it. But we found out because he has Tourette's, he swears all the time.
Of course.
So all of our became a swear word. I don't know if I can say swear words. Anyway, but he hated this because so much of us, like, this was like week 3 of being in this course, and we're like coming in, and it's like, week 7, he's like figured out you're using swear words to cover up your comes in, like the officers and all of that leave, and he just starts laying into us. He's like, I've realized what you're doing. You've replaced with swear words. It's still not a complete sentence. Da-da-da-da. Went on the board, was like, this is what a complete sentence is. Gave us a whole thing on it. Then, he finishes it and he's like, if I hear you using a swear word wrong, I will be on you, and we are going to ruck march all night because you're using swear words wrong. We're like, understood, Sergeant. We're all like trying not to piss ourselves laughing, but at the same times, we're like, we probably shouldn't do that anymore. officer, the officer walks into the room. The officer's like, Sergeant, are we ready for the range? We're gonna go shoot some machine guns and all this kind of stuff. And the sergeant goes, and every head in that room just was like, yeah, yeah. And he's like, then he rattles off, yes, Sergeant. And because he had done it, and he's like, he made this rule up if you can't do it, but then he did it. He's like, the rule just got canceled. He was like,
Yep.
if I can't actually adhere to the rule too, then you are all okay for this. And so
Hilarious.
from then on, we would just, it was the longest, like the FU, there was like 17 U's.
You.
And we're just like all tuning forks in the middle of the barracks, just being like, what is going on? We're just like trying to clear through. But no, great. So, English teachers, sorry about that. Little Tourette's does spice up life.
I don't remember how we started this conversation, but
Don't know at all. We just went
yeah,
down the rabbit hole.
yeah. You've just been Michael Chatfield.
Yeah, you're
Chatfeld.
welcome.
Mm.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
weird intonation.
Yeah,
Give lurd.
that one works.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, you just have a word. Chatfelt. You've been Chatfelt. I don't like it. I don't like
No,
it.
doesn't. That hits in a wrong way.
Yeah.
Anyway. Thank you, everyone, for coming
Yes.
to our chaotic podcast. We will be back. We're going to have more friends, more people. There are a lot of people that we can get to chat to this year just because everything was super busy. So we're excited to see them and chat with them later. There may be some content that we make as we're doing this crazy, crazy tour, and you may see our faces together in conversation with other people.
We will be in some of the same places at the same time, so who knows? Magic can
Yeah.
happen.
And livers are regenerating, so that's a good point.
Perfect.
That's it, everyone. Have a great summer. We'll see you later.